give a lot of credit, obviously, to Auburn. Their team, coach had their team ready. Have a fine football team. They were physical. They out-physical us on both sides of the ball. They outplayed us. They outcoached me. He outcoached me. And he had his team ready, and obviously I didn't have ours. And I'm looking back. I'm sitting in there trying to figure out what we might have done differently during the week, because we certainly have to figure it out. Now, listen, we didn't get beat by a bad football team. I'm not saying that at all. I mean, they're a good football team, but we got to figure out how we can get better, and we will. With that, I'll be happy to answer your questions.
And Sam, it seems like your fans got frustrated with a lot of things that happened in the game, but I'm wondering, they went to the replay on the fumble that would have been down on the 15 or whatever. Did they tell you that the whistle had blown? But because if
no,
you go to the replay,
it
what
was
happened?
said that they had picked the ball carrier up, and that meant that the ball now was not couldn't be a fumble. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Last week, I thought Rocket was stopped whenever they pulled the ball out of there, but maybe not. I don't know.
And then there was a pass interference call going that direction that seemed like it was completely uncatchable. Just your thoughts about maybe not catching any breaks like today?
Well, it's bad because, we had such a big start to the season, and now we've lost 3 in a row, and that's on the head football coach. And I got to figure out why. I think I've got reasons why. But, yeah, it gets frustrating. You'd like to catch a break here and there, but I don't know. Yeah, it gets frustrating.
Coach, how big a momentum swing was that when the punt hit the ground and bounced back towards the end zone, gave up a couple sacks and a touchdown on the defense?
Well, Perotti said he lost the ball. The sun was in his eye, and he said he lost the ball. And Perotti not going to lie, he lost the ball. At that point, I believe he was up 3, and we couldn't get out of there. We were trying to be fairly conservative on that play. I mean, obviously we could have turned around and handed the ball off and tried to get, a few yards and then punt out of there. I felt like at that point we still had some decent momentum because we just stopped them, and then that was basically that was kind of the final straw. Not really, but kind of giving up those 7, because our defense had been playing pretty well to that point in the second half, and even late in the second quarter. And then to give that, it kind of took the sails out of the window of our sails, seemed like.
A couple other opportunities also on 4th down where you guys weren't able to convert.
Yeah, it seemed like we were around that 30-yard line a lot today, 30, 35, somewhere in there. I tried one, missed it, and then went for it on 4th and wasn't much. 4th and maybe less than a yard, didn't make it. Went for it on 4th and 4, going the other direction. We didn't make it. Just seemed like everything I was calling or chance I was taking, I tried to kick it, didn't make it. Tried to go for it, didn't make it. Just seemed like it wasn't going our way today, and some of those, and they reviewed the one with Rocket, the short one, and I guess figured out that is a chain length, and no difference there, and then we didn't pitch a ball on the 4th and 4, so I don't know.
As far as defense, did you feel you looked like the 4-man front? Y'all kind of stopped their running game, or at least did a pretty good job on it. Was how they passed? Was that kind of a surprise, or the effectiveness?
No, I mean, we knew going the game that we felt like they were going to try to run the ball on us with Tank and with Bo, and his nakeds and running off of naked boots and things of that nature, and him just extending plays. We went to the 4-man line at that point, and then we thought that's the only way we could stop them. And so we did, but, we played a lot of zone early in the game, and we were playing so far off, and, they were just taking 10 and 12 yard, we're so far off. And then we went back to some man coverage, and D-Rob got behind us, and we had a difficult time of covering them man-to-man. But, to get the number of people in the box, you about got to go man-to-man, and we didn't early. We went into coverage, but we were so loose that they were thinking and dunking, so we went to a little bit more man coverage, man principle.
Was Bishop hurt? Darius Bishop?
Yeah, Day had a strain growing, and it had been kind of that growing muscle, and he had a hamstring, not a growing. He had a hamstring, and we knew that. He had it on Monday, but it wasn't bad, and then it kind of seemed to tighten up a little bit more as the week went on, and so I don't know how much he played today, but I don't know if he played at all. I don't know.
Yes, Sam, and along with that, obviously you didn't have Catalan, you didn't have, let's say, you don't have Bishop. You're down 3 starters, and could you go over those other 2 guys, what their situations are, and how tough is that? I know injuries are part of it, but to go into a game without 3 starters on defense,
well, we did it last year all the time. It was just COVID. Maybe the other team did too because it was COVID. You know what I mean? I don't know, but I felt that we knew all week that Cat was not going to be able to play, so. We were prepared for that. Utsi, he got hurt on Wednesday. I don't know if he'll be back next week or not, but I feel pretty confident he'll be back against Mississippi State. Who I should say, Day. Yeah, and then
what's his long-term situation?
Catalan's going to have his shoulder worked on Monday. He had a little bit of a tear in the front and the back that a lot of kids play with throughout the year. What happened with him is that then he broke his hand, and he kind of got 2 injuries. Mentally, you could see that he wasn't playing his type of ball. He wasn't making tackling like he had early in the year and this, that, and other. And I think it's time for him to get that shoulder fixed. And that was a kind of a decision that he came and talked to me, and that's the one that we came up with because I think that's best for the kid, best for Cat that he gets fixed. And so that's what he's going to do on Monday.
So is he done for the season? And if
Yeah.
so,
Mm-hmm.
Obviously he's one of your best players, one of the best players in the country.
Yeah.
How does that impact the team not to have him?
Well, I don't know. You saw today, but there's, I don't want anybody to get hurt. But injuries happen in a game, and you have to replace them and get ready, and that's what we tried to do today.
The decision to go for 2, I think, on a touchdown.
Yeah, when I was up, when we scored there,
Yeah,
when there's
what was the
11.
decision?
I don't know. I say I don't know. At that time, I knew we could get to 3. It was the last play of the third quarter. I didn't know. Basically, I thought, well, maybe we can get to a field goal and tie the game if we can make this 2-point. We couldn't. I felt like we could hold them, on defense and possibly tie it with 3. The chart says to go for it, go for 2. Just wanted to get in I thought it was worth the chance to get within 3 at that point in the game.
What do you think about where you guys are, like the direction that you're going right now? Because it's 2 tough losses in a row.
I mean, you mean, are we going to quit or?
No, I don't mean that. I just mean like maybe the how the team feels right now.
I mean, I think we all feel like crap, you know? I mean, I think we all do. I think we got a beat-up team, to be honest with you. I think our team is beat up. And this bye week can't get here fast enough. But I think we've got a physically beat-up team. And they're trying and this, that, and other. But if you see, plays that we were making earlier in the year, we're not making them. And sometimes we are, but most of the time we're not. I just think we've got a beat-up football team. We need to get ready and play for Pine Bluff this weekend and take that week off, and we need it. But I think physically, if you didn't think we just physically got whipped today, that's what we did on both sides of the football. And now that doesn't mean if they're better than you, you can't counter that with blitzes and some things of that nature and with play action and all that kind of stuff. But that's what we tried, and they were better than we were today.
Sam, I thought Nix kind of played out of his mind today. What'd you think of Bo Nix?
Say again?
Bo Nix.
Yeah, he's about what I thought he would be. He's competitive. He's fast. Threw the long ball really well today, I thought. He's hard to get on the ground. Same thing you saw on film with him, They'd been beat by 8 by Penn State at Penn State and been beat by Georgia. Beat everybody else. They've got a good football team, and we knew it coming in. We knew we was going to have to play well. But Bo made plays, extended plays like he did today, scored on the quarterback draw there at the end of the game. But he's a competitive guy, and I thought he played really well.
In that sequence of back-to-back plays, you guys went for it on 4th and didn't get it. The very next play, they hit you for 71 or whatever. How much wind did that take out of you guys? To have those happen bam, bam like that, back-to-back?
Yeah, a lot of times when a big play happens on defense, the opposite offense goes, they try to do exactly what Auburn did. It's go for a quick touchdown, quick strike. But yeah, I think you and me and everybody in the stands and our players, it took a lot out of it, to not make the 4th and then turn around and give up a 70-yard pass,
Coach, it seemed like it was a little bit tough to get traction on the ground on first down. How did you think that maybe impacted some of your drives?
I think it always does. For us, I feel like we have most success, and probably anybody, but, if we get 4 more on first down and kind of get rolling and playing fast and all those type things, but, we weren't winning first down, and I thought we was in pretty good shape when we scored at half because we had played so bad, I felt like, in the first half, but yet we was only down 4, and I thought, but it was kind of the same thing in the second half. It was mostly miss and not a lot of hit on, on first down, and we're really not built that way. We had to stay on schedule to have success, and we couldn't get on schedule on first down a lot of times.
You mentioned the defense playing a lot better there at the start of the second half. Was there certain adjustments made at halftime, or what do you think led to that?
No, I think even later in the second quarter we started playing a little bit better on defense, and we started covering them a little closer, and we got a break or two. They dropped a pass, or two. But I just think that we had kind of got settled in on the game and got a little bit more confidence, and we was playing a little more man coverage. That helped us.
Sam, you got off to a great start. Now you're going through a rough stretch. Part of that's who you're playing, but there's still a lot of football left.
Yeah.
Do you feel good you guys can get it going back in the right direction?
Oh, yeah. I believe that we can. Anytime you sit up here in front of you guys after, that's my job. I get all that, but, it ain't the funnest time in the world, sit up here and do that. But I have great belief in our football team, that we can win games and turn it around and things of that nature. I'm looking forward to Monday and tomorrow and looking at the tape, and Monday getting the kids in and seeing who's healthy, who's not, and going on the next week and try to get to 5-3. I'm disappointed that we lost, but I feel like we've got a lot to play for, and we got our bowl opportunity and things of that nature, and we have to play well to get that opportunity. So I think our kids are fine as far as their mind. We just got to fix some things, and that starts with me.
Did you feel like you maybe turned things around when you scored at the end of the first half and then got the first touchdown in the second half?
Yeah. I thought we were in good shape, even though I knew that I felt like they were going to be able to score. That wasn't the end of the scoring. I felt like we'd need to score again. But we had the ball once or twice with a 3-point lead and didn't score. And one of them we scored for them. They sack fumble. So, and when we had our opportunities to put pressure on them, we just never did. We got up 3. We had a chance to go up, 10, and we never did. We really never scratched the surface of that 10. I think we got to the 40-yard line one time, but maybe 50, but nothing that would really put pressure on them.
Coach, you talk about the team being a little beat up. KJ ran the ball 18 times today, got sacked 3 times, and hit another 3 times. How do you feel about the number of times your quarterback got hit today?
Well, he's going to get hit when he runs the ball, so, that's just kind of part of it. But the standing back in the pocket, we got to get open for him. I didn't really feel that our protection was all that bad. I felt like we held on to the ball waiting on routes to come open. And, obviously you don't want your quarterback to get hit any. But I didn't see free hitters coming on him. I felt like we held the ball quite a while, and they're waiting for routes to come open, and so I'm sure he'll be sore tomorrow, but coming off of last week's game too, it took him a day or two to kind of recover off of that as well, but. He wants us to use him, and we're going to use him. We'll be smart with him, but I didn't see him take that hit that he didn't see coming. As far as a full somebody cut straight loose, and he can take a hit that's coming off a block. It's those ones that are free. Those are ones that get you on the sideline for a long time.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thanks, guys.
We're back and better than ever. All eyes are on the gridiron as teams are back for another football season. As always, BetOnline is your #1 spot for all the pro and college football action this season. With the new updated site and interface, even more odds, props, and contests, BetOnline continues to be the #1 source for everything football. Head to your website or use your mobile device to sign up today and receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Don't forget to use our promo code BELIEVE to receive your bonus. That's BLEAV. From football, basketball, boxing, right to your favorite Vegas casino games. Don't wait to take advantage of these amazing offers for the 2021 season. BetOnline is the fastest and easiest way to bet on all your favorite sports. BetOnline, where the game starts.